The field comes to the grid for what promises to be a 10-lap screamer at Baskerville, round 2, leg 1 of the Short Oils 250cc Australian Championship. And as you can see, Jeffrey Sale there on bike 10 is leading the title on 20 points after a perfect stand-down 3 weekends ago. The race is to be contested by a matched field of Hondas and Yamahas, and they're ready now for a start.
10 laps, 20 kilometres around this tight 2 kilometre track. A rocket start from Matt Cooley on number 8, who got boxed in trying to punch his way through the front row. He was on the second. He lifted off, but still really made a lot of ground and took a lot of people.
Definitely surprised Jeffrey Sale. Did not see him coming, and Sale is back in the pack.
There's 20 bikes.
Oh, right almost down in second position.
And doing the job is Stephen Whitehouse. Ran very well at Sandown. A second and a fifth in 2 very, very hard-fought races. The closest and most strongly contested on the day at Sandown.
Whitehouse now 0.9 of a second advantage as they go down the back straight on the first time.
But then the next 10 are so close. Second and third are 31 from 8. That's Matt Cooley, who punched from the second row, and he's held on to third place. David Moore's in second. And in behind them is Graham Morris on 30, ahead of 2 Derek Foster and Jeffrey Sale 10 from Darren Garrard on 7. So quite a lot of sorting out to come, I think, at the end of, or by the end of this race. They're on lap 2 now. Whitehouse still neat, tidy. Albury Wodonga Club, where he also has his business, Whitehouse Motorcycles.
The outright lap record here at Baskerville, in fact, held by a 250cc machine, Donny Osborne's bike. So the circuit very, very much suited to this category of motorcycle, very tight.
And from Ride District Club in Sydney, David Moore on 31 is drawing ever close. As they complete lap 2, go out on 3, and that's the battle at the moment. But don't discount people like Graham Morris on 30, Jeff Sale on 10, both of them Scholastic Yamahas. And so indeed at the moment it is Graham Morris in third place, pushing Matt Cooley, the rocket starter, back to fourth, bringing Jeffrey Sale up to fifth. He's come forward 2 places from the 7th he was, and they've come up in front of Derek Foster, who remains in the same position as previously, and he heads on 27, David Horton. So almost all the placings changed except first, but that could come very shortly. Moore to the outside of Whitehouse.
These 2 riders exactly 2 seconds in front of the rest of the pack, led by bike 30, Graham Morris.
They go across the line, locked together, and then it's Graham Morris, who's 1 3/4 seconds
he's down.
behind.
Gone. Whitehouse is gone.
So out of the lead, bike number 72. They are travelling there 2 by G.
That's one of only 2 right-hand corners on the circuit.
140 kilometres now, thereabouts. But the gentlest of laydowns, if you can ever have a gentle one. Just losing it, the bike sliding away from him, and happily, most places here at Baskerville are safe to run off. That certainly is one of them. There's only a couple of places where fences are closer than the riders would like.
In fact, Malcolm Campbell was called in as a consultant to Baskerville only a couple of months ago. Made quite a number of significant changes to the circuit environs to make it safer for this road racing title meeting today.
And it really is looking in splendid form. They've been busy with the paintbrush, the control towers, the fences, and everything look great. Graham Morris is only a second and a half behind the leader now, and in third place, picking up one there, Matt Cooley on 8. And don't discount that little man there on bike number 30. What a clawing, quick, hard charger, perfectly suited to a 250. Little man, very compact. And out after the new race leader, David Moore. So different sort of a race to Sandown, a bit of an uneven start. There's Matt Cooley. Matt Cooley in third place, who came through so well from the second row of the grid, and his way down in the championship, he has only 7 points. Martin Renfrey had a crash in one of the heats at Sandown after finishing very well in the other, coming third. And Renfrey planning to do 4 European World Championship GPs this year. The Italian on the 22nd of May, the German on the 29th, the Austrian on the 12th of June, and Assen, the big one, on the 23rd of June. The man they're all chasing, trying to peg back in this 10-lap race that's seeing quite a bit of work from those who got away poorly as they try and scratch their way forward and pick up the little valuable tenths of seconds that can get them back into the battle, like Graham Morris is now on 30.
And interestingly, Will, there's only 4.5 seconds back to Jeff Sale in 4th position, so the race is still wide open.
And Jeff Sale, in fact, is under some threat in his place. And it's half race distance now. 5 completed. They start lap 6 in 10 laps. And Jeffrey Sale, right on his hammer, has Derek Foster on bike number 2. 27 follows him. That's David Horton. In behind him, 89, Roy Leslie, the veteran from Willing Motorcycles up Gosford Way. And 33 is Martin Renfrey.
Morris has the gap pegged well back now.
The feeling is that the Hondas should be the quicker bikes in this class, but Yamahas dominated at Sandown, both old Yamahas, in the case, for instance, of Graham Morris's bike, and the new U model, which has come out along with the new Honda. But the feeling is that there's probably the better bikes on the Yamahas. Still third place Cooley, 4th and 5th Sale and Foster, and then 27's not very far behind them. In fact, the company from 4th, 5th and 6th place is even closer than the battle that's going on now for first. Morris, and I think Morris can sniff victory in this one. He's had a lock-up on that bike down the back straight on Friday and scored a piston. Just got his hand onto the clutch quick enough not to ruin the barrel, but was been a bit worried he couldn't get new bits to put into the bike. And he's had an anxious hand over the clutch throughout the remainder of the weekend of qualifying and in this racing today, lest the second-hand parts that he's had to put into the bike give him trouble.
In particular, it's the big end bearing that's concerning him.
You can see how much it's concerning him, can't you? He's absolutely tentative as he goes into the lead. Graham Morris, and tremendous battle, if we can have a look at it, 4th, 5th and 6th place. 3 of them compacted together, as in 8 Matt Cooley holds 3rd place. You'll see them come through in just a moment. Here they come. Jeffrey Sale, 72, not 72, 27. David Horton and also Derek Foster on 2. There's 27, Horton, punching hard. Sale's gone back to 5th place, and Derek Foster's 6th. Good battle for the minor placings. This is lap 8.
Now lapping traffic is bike 30, the race leader, Graham Morris. And Moore comes up on him in traffic.
Just a moment, they'll be looking for the way past Luke Johnston on 47. A Honda, and he from Ride Club in Sydney. And as you can see, David Moore on 31 hasn't by any means given it away. He's playing a very sensible game. He's trying to hang on and trying to see what the little light frame of David Morris, Graham Morris, does on bike 30. But he's starting to lose now valuable meters. Not much in it, but just enough to start looking like a 250 winning margin. They've covered 9. The race leaders, they're on their final as he goes down into the final corner. And Morris still hanging on to his lead, and indeed seems to have David Moore well covered as they come to the checkered flag, and it's victory for the Scholastic bike, the Yamaha, but number 30 of Graham Morris just in front of the MMT Motorcycle Services entry, number 31 of David Moore in second place. Hanging on for third is Matt Cooley on 8, and then the battle behind was resolved in favour of 27 David Horton from Jeffrey Sale 10, surprisingly far back. He won both rounds at Sandown, and Derek Foster was 6th.
Yes, sir.
Yes, got you. That's a hillside full of, not full, but...
Not full of people. I gather you were trying to say that Graham Morris is not big.
Oh, but he's family jewels.
Right. But not a big man.
No, I'd put it this way. Can you kick that door open, Joe? Thank you.
We get to slam shut again too if you like.
And we're just getting organised now for the next event on the program, event 4.
Would you like to say Buchan and Feuty? Long came Buck Rogers.